Hey guys, Zolar here, back again with another video. Got a little bit of toy news for you, and today we're going to be talking about all of the reveals from G-Con 2020. Now, those of you who don't know what G-Con is, it is essentially Horror Horseman Studios' version of Comic-Con, where they show off Mythic Legions primarily. Not sure if that's going to change in the future or not, but time will tell, won't it? But this year was all about Mythic Legions Illythia, which is essentially the Night Stalkers versus the Woodland Critters, and we're going to take a look at those today. Kicking things off with this little fella right here. This is Varg. And is it just me or the Four Horsemen naming a lot of characters after black metal bands and or artists? I mean Varg Vikernes from Burzum. Am I the only one that sees that? Either way, I digress. But I believe they showed this guy off at ToyCon New Jersey a few weeks ago. And yeah, this is a cool little bat gargoyle demon fella. Just looks like he's going to rip you to shreds. And I guess they hunt in packs. So that sounds like fun. The next one, we have Decabalus, who is a ogre scale vampire, a vampire brute that they showed off at, I believe, the first G-Con, which is a few years ago now, so I'm really stoked to finally be seeing this guy. He's got some cloth goods, soft goods from C. Jessam of Instagram, and he's been doing a lot of collaborations with the Four Horsemen lately, especially with other projects, like some of the stuff they do with Super 7, but this guy's got a lot of new parts, looks really awesome, and I'm really stoked that we're finally getting him. Next up, we have Lord Bardrick, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not really into the elves in this line, the high elves, the woodland elves, whatever you want to call them. I like the dark elves, but this guy looks really cool. He's on a 1.0 size body, and I think that's kind of cool. He's a more jacked looking elf, so I might actually check this guy out. Really cool head sculpt too. I like the crown with all the antlers on it. But next up we got one of my favorite reveals. We got Valak, who is essentially a vampire ranger, but I like to think of him as a bit of a bounty hunter. And he's got a little falcon on his arm there. I believe that thing's name is Cinder. A really awesome cape too. I love the purple cloak he's got on. I think that's really cool. And he's got a lot of new parts too. He's on a 1.0 sized buck as well. So yeah, probably one of my favorite reveals from G-Con this year. Really like this guy. Next up we have Artemis Silvercord 2.0, which I'm going to nickname the Battle Armor Artemis. The first Artemis they did in Advent of Decay was a little bit more regal, a little bit more of a ceremonial look. This is a more getting down to business, ready to kick some tail Artemis. I really like this look though, so this might be the Artemis I pick up. Again, I'm not into the elves so much, but this is a cool looking figure regardless. And then we have her trusty steed, this big old moose here. This is Adler. He's a big honking moose, and apparently you can sit dwarves in his antlers. That is hilarious, but I digress. This is a cool looking piece, and if I'm going to own an articulated moose figure, then I wouldn't want it done by anyone other than Four Horsemen, because I feel like they're the only ones who could do it right, and they did it right. What a surprise. That, and I want to be one of the few people I know personally that can say, I have a fully articulated moose figure. So, again, that's pretty funny. Next up, we got Krotos, who's a little goat man. Literally, like it's the Woodland Critters half of the wave. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if we're going to see more Goatmen. Good guys, bad guys, taller guys. I'd like to see some taller ones. I'd like to see them maybe attempt a Baphomet. I know that's a little bit dark, but, you know, they got some of the parts right there. I mean, maybe shave his little moustache there. He's got a bit of a Fu Manchu going on. That's kind of cool, but pretty close to a Baphomet. Next up, we got a second variant. We got Baron Volagar 2.0, and this is a bit more regal. This is a bit more of a ceremonial look for Baron Volagar. A lot more different from the All-Stars version that I pre-ordered a while ago, it seems. But the best thing about that is you can use that as just kind of like a vampire general, and then have this guy as the Baron Volagar in your Legions display, if you so choose. And he's also got a really cool cape, an armor piece with Illythia's not so ugly mug branded on the front there. Next up we got Aphareus, I believe. And he is a big old honking centaur, and I am so stoked we are getting a centaur. This is really freaking cool. I am super stoked that we are getting a centaur. I want to see more centaurs, evil centaurs, scary looking centaurs. I don't know, a skeleton centaur? That's on my wish list. I still want a skeleton minotaur, but I haven't seen that yet. Next up, we got Illythia herself, the Lady of the Hour. Kind of a combination of 2000X Evelyn and the Hindu goddess of destruction, Shiva. I mean, she's got 4 arms. I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty savage. It's pretty brutal. And she's also got a weapon that kind of represents the scale of famine that splits into 2 morning stars, as well as the iconic Soul Spiller sword, which was, I believe, the name of a wave from a few years ago, featuring the mighty ice troll. And last but not least, we got Phobos, her trusty steed, which is a very Lord of the Rings ring wraith looking horse. I think you could probably use this with several different characters, but I'm going to use it with Illythia, of course. It's not my favorite horse, I don't think. I really like the demon horse that comes with Erithir, but we'll see. I haven't got either of these in hand yet, but figured it'd be worth making this video because I'm not sure when we're going to see these because there's a lot of new tooling. And with that being said, that is all they had to show, and that is still a lot. There's like 10 figures here. The all-in's about $490, so $500, 5 bills. So it's going to cost you to get all this stuff. And then they had some feet and hand packs, and I believe some wing packs on Store Horseman when I checked earlier, all of which are for pre-order. You got about a month or 2 to do that, but shout out to everyone who put this on. Y'all did a really good job. I really enjoyed it, and look forward to seeing more stuff like this. I think this live stream convention thing is a really cool idea, and I applaud the 4 Horsemen for putting it on. I think it was really well done. I had some glitches on my end, but I'm using an iPad, and I was on the Apple app, so it could have just been that. And there was a lot of traffic. I believe at one point there was like 900 something people on there. I mean, that's crazy. But with that being said, though, I want to give a shout out to 4 Horsemen Studios, Jeremy Gerard, Walter Hagen, Nate Barsh, the guys from the My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast / Legions cast, C. Jessam, and anyone who was a part of this. Y'all did a really kick-ass job. I look forward to seeing more stuff like this in the future. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you know whenever I upload more content like this. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they have to show at Legions Con. I'm uploading this video an hour before Legions Con just to catch guys up in case you wanted a quick rundown of G-Con. But and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of all the reveals. And remember, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.